for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. Run away from home, why don't you? 'Cause I did the same just for you. You don't know how much I love you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. Just have to leave. If it isn't meant to be, you'll still be here eternally. I don't wanna say goodbye. Are you just arrived? If it isn't meant to be, you'll still be here eternally. Blue dude, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with some.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. It's gonna be kind of a short one because it's actually Wednesday today. I think you guys saw some clips of my days over the last couple of days since the beginning of the week, but I just didn't do a lot, didn't feel like talking all of that. We're gonna go from here, I think. I finished Mistress of Lies last night. I wasn't able to sleep. I started this on Sunday, I think, and I read almost the entire thing, like 200 pages of the 400 pages last night because I couldn't sleep. I didn't fall asleep until like 3. But this is basically about blood magic, and we're following 2 points of view, Shan and Samuel. This is sort of like a polyamorous situation. There's a third character named Isaac who is sort of involved with both of them. There are people who can do blood magic. They need to ingest the blood to do it, but the blood allows you to like control the person that you're drinking the blood from. The heroine is what is called a blood worker, and she's from a family of nobility, basically. She's a little bit like ostracized because her mother comes from another country, but her father is from a long like legacy line. She, at the beginning of the novel, like page 5, kills her father and assumes his position as the head of household. She has a brother who is an unblooded, which basically means that they don't have any blood ability. And then Samuel, his mother died, and then he didn't know who his father was. He just knew his father was like a lord. He lived amongst the humans, suppressing his magic. He doesn't have blood magic, he has something else, but he doesn't want anybody to know about this other type of magic. They end up running into each other because some dead bodies start showing up of unblooded people. Basically, if you're unblooded, you're very poor and you don't have any rights. You don't have any say in how the government runs or anything like that. This is a monarch, but there's like a parliament, basically. The heroine is part of that now, and their king is essentially like an immortal. He consumes a fuck ton of blood, and I don't really know how he became immortal, but he is. And the heroine is trying to take him down and reinstate Samuel as the new king. First of all, this edition is gorgeous. I love the sprayed edges. I was very excited to read this. This had been on my TBR for months, and then I ended up getting it in, I think it was a Lumicrate. This is, in the nice words, very politically forward. The heroine plays kind of two roles. She's this lady of nobility, and she has some say, and then she also is the sparrow, who is someone who wears a mask and goes around talking to the unblooded, getting them on her side, and she has every intention of like changing the way that the laws and everything work. The biggest issue that I had with the heroine, which I appreciate in a character, because I feel like authors aren't willing to make their characters, their main characters, as unlikable as this heroine is. She has never experienced the plight of the unblooded. She doesn't even really take the time to understand her own brother, her twin brother. Has some very strong convictions, and she fully believes that everything that she does is correct. She gets pushback from Samuel and Isaac. Isaac is the like right-hand man to the king, and so they were childhood friends, and he's kind of like working with her a little bit throughout this, and like he's courting her and all of that, but they're like working together a little bit. And Samuel, who literally lived as an unblooded and like is in with the people, and Isaac, who has all of the insider information, push back on the things that she's doing, and so does her brother, and she refuses to acknowledge that anybody else could have opinions that are better than hers, or like more well informed or whatever, which I appreciate. I think having a main character, especially a woman like that, is important. I appreciate that that's who this character is, because it sets up such a space for growth, which I appreciate, but it is very frustrating to read, especially when you know that the main character isn't making the best decisions, is making decisions that are hurting the people that they're supposedly trying to protect. A lot of her information is coming from places of privilege, which can be frustrating, especially when you have someone like Samuel who understands, who lived like this his whole life, and is like telling her, hey, I think this is like a better option, or she's just not even bringing him in on her plan. It can be frustrating to read. We didn't really move forward a ton in any regard. We didn't really have a ton of character development. The plot was a little bit meandering. I could feel that the author knew where they wanted the book to end, but that middle bit, they didn't know how to get there, and they were kind of waiting for that last like 100 and 150 pages to like really start things up. Whereas if the pacing had just been spread out a little bit better for a better like rising conflict. Overall, thought the book was okay. It's not a new favorite. It has like a dark and sensual and like sexy feeling to it, which I appreciate. I love like blood magic and all of that. There's like this inherent sensualness to blood magic and to like vampirism that I think is interesting, and this story definitely captured that very well. That is that. I'm glad that I got it off of my TBR. I will definitely be displaying these on my shelves. Especially the naked hardcover is just gorgeous. So definitely happy that I got through it, definitely happy that I read it, and I will check out more from this author. So that is that. That's it as far as what I'm reading. I'm also listening to audiobooks for other videos, but I have just kind of been feeling a little bit weird this week. I got some kind of tough news about life in general and multiple avenues that has kind of thrown me for a loop. And so I've been trying to recover. And so I spent a whole day spiraling. I allowed myself to do that. I came home from work one day and just like laid in bed and did nothing, which I allowed myself to do. Just been reading a lot. I've been trying to get through my TBR to get into November and read the books that I want to read in November, because I've been trying to do all of my spooky books. You'll know if you've been around recently, but I think right now I'm gonna start another book on my TBR that is like spooky. I'll probably talk to you again later.
Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue too. That blue. Sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Not blue.
I'm home from work for the day, and I'm gonna be completely and totally honest with you. Therapy today was tough. I have just been in a restorative recovery mood since finding out that info on Monday. It just completely drained my battery, and I've been trying to recover. So I have been doing some reading, but mostly I've just been watching other people's content. I got 34 pages into The Dagger and the Flame. I don't have the dust jacket. Wait, yes I do. Haha. I can't decide which version I like better. I don't like either, if I'm being completely honest, so I think I'm probably gonna put it on my shelves naked. But this is the inside. Trying to decide if I like this. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of people like this on my covers. I like regular people or like animated people, not like that. So I'm 34 pages in. A girl who joins like in a thieving guild in this city, and the hero is from an assassin guild. Her mom used to supply this drug to the city. Her mother was murdered because of it, we think, and so she seeks refuge with the Cloaks, I think is what they're called. 34 pages in, we don't know a ton. We've just gotten the barest of stories. I flew through it though. Like when I actually sat down and read, I was reading it pretty quickly, and I'm not hating it. I quite enjoy the naked hardcover, so that's pretty cool. But I'm not doing too hot, really. I just, a lot of grief and confusion and a sense of feeling lost and just a lot of stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna tackle the rest of the week. I am gonna try to do things that recharge my batteries, but I thought I would give you guys an update. I'm at a loss, honestly, for like where to go from here. I feel like this morning I was fine, and then I went into therapy, and now I'm like, I don't really have anything to like say about like what I'm gonna do or anything like that, because I'm literally just gonna lay in the bed, I think, and try not to think. So one of my favorite streamers does like Spooky Saturday, so they're doing it for Halloween, and so I'm going to watch that once they go live for the rest of the evening, and then we'll tackle tomorrow when it comes. So
don't tip, don't do blurbs if you care about it being worth
friends. It is Friday evening. Well, like, yeah, Friday evening. It's 4:41. So I've been spending the majority of my day playing Sims. I have been doing the life and death version, and so good. So we're starting out with my character, last name Hollowell, of course. We're going to settle her in Ravenswood, which is the new expansion's map. I found this cozy house for her, aptly named the Cozy Casket Cottage. It has sort of like a life and death theme that I found really interesting, especially given the like gothy, doom, death personality that I gave my main character. So I thought this was a very cute house. I did end up making some minor adjustments to it, but not too much. I ended up getting her a job as a Grim Reaper. She met her neighbors and did some exploring. I died. I was really sad, but I decided to make her a ghost, and so I will be living out the rest of her life as a ghost until she can be revived. I'm really excited about the new expansion. I got off of that, and I have been watching Twitch and reading The Dagger and the Flame a little bit. I'm not that much further. I think when I talked to you last, I was at like 40. I'm at 80 now. Honestly, I just have been trying to like disconnect from myself a little bit, just not wanting to like be in my head, not wanting to be with myself at the moment, because there's just some things that I just don't want to process and think about. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I don't know how long it is. I don't know anything about it. I haven't started editing it or anything, and I'm really sorry that it's short if it is. I just don't feel like myself, and I don't want to be on camera. So I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the weekend just doing whatever I want, which is what I usually do, but I don't want to like put any expectations of like, oh, I need to read so that I can update the vlog, or I need to do things that I can talk to the vlog about or whatever. So for the rest of the weekend, I'm just going to do some brain rot stuff, I think. I might play some Sims, but other than that, I think that's it for me as far as this week. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I'm really sorry if it's not up to snuff. I hope that you guys will consider checking out some of my other videos if you weren't the biggest fan of this one and for some reason you made it all the way to the end. If you liked this one, if you want more content, I would ask you to subscribe. I do tons of different types of stuff, as you can see just looking at my backlist of videos, so hopefully you'll find something that you enjoy. If you're interested, all of my socials are going to be linked down below. You can follow me over there. I'm pretty regular on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one.